In this lesson, we're going to talk about angles and parallel lines. Number one, parallel lines. If two lines do not intersect, we say that they are parallel. If line AB and line CD are parallel, we write line AB is parallel to line CD. So this is a symbol for parallel. Number two, perpendicular lines. If two lines intersect at right angles, we say that they are perpendicular. If lines AB and CD are perpendicular, then we write AB, line AB is perpendicular to the line CD. This is mathematical symbol for perpendicular. Number three, relationship between angles and parallel lines. Suppose two lines L and K are parallel and a line M is transversal. Then our corresponding angles are always equal to each other. What are the corresponding angles in this figure? Top right. Angle 2 and angle 6 are corresponding angles, right? Top left, 1 and 5. Bottom right, 3 and 7. Bottom left, 4 and 8, right? So angle 1 is congruent angle 5 and angle 2 is congruent angle 6 and angle 3 is congruent angle 7 and last angle 4 is congruent angle 8, right? Number two, alternate interior angles are also equal to each other. Okay, I'm going to show you why. Here, angle number 2 and angle number 6, they are corresponding angles, right? So they are congruent, equal to each other, right? And angle number 2, angle number 4 are also congruent because they are vertical angles, right? So we have angle number 4, angle number 6. They are alternate interior angles. They are equal to each other, right? They're congruent. So we can say that angle number 4 is congruent to angle number 6, alternate interior angles. And also, let's look at angle number 1 and 5. They are congruent, right? They're corresponding angles. So let me write the star here. Angle number 1, angle number 5, they are congruent. And angle number 1 and angle number 3, they are also congruent, right? Vertical angles. Therefore, angle number 3, angle number 5, which is alternate interior angles, they are also congruent, right? So angle number 5, let me write 3 first. Angle number 3 is congruent to angle number 5, right? Number 3, alternate exterior angles are also equal to each other. Here, I'm going to show you why. Angle number 2, angle number 4, they are congruent, vertical angles. Angle number 4, angle number 6, congruent, alternate interior angles. Angle number 6, angle number 8, they are congruent, right? Because they are vertical angles, right? Therefore, we can conclude that angle number 2 is congruent to angle number 8. These two angles are alternate exterior angles, right? So angle number 2 is congruent to angle number 8. Also, angle number 5 and angle number 7, they are also congruent, right? Vertical angles. So I'm gonna write star here. So we can conclude that angle number 1 is congruent to angle number 7, which are alternate exterior angles, right? So angle number 1 is congruent to angle number 7. Number 4, consecutive interior angles are supplementary. I'm going to show you why. Here, angle number 2 plus angle number 3, that's 180 degrees, right? Definition of supplementary angles. These two angles, right? And we also know that angle number 2 is equal to angle number 6, right? So instead of angle number 2 right here, I'm going to write angle number 6. So angle 6 plus angle number 3 is also equal to 180 degree, right? And these two angles, 6 and 3, or 3 and 6, these two angles are consecutive interior angles, right? So sum of these two angles is 180 degrees. Then we can say that angle 3 is a supplementary of angle 6, or angle 6 is a supplementary of angle 3, right? So let's write angle 3 plus angle 6 is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, we also can say that there are two more consecutive interior angles, right? Angle number 4 and angle number 5. So sum of these two is also 180 degrees. So we also can write angle number 4 plus angle number 5. That's also equal to 180 degrees. Number 4, conditions for parallel lines. Let's say we have two lines L and K and a transversal M right here. We don't know if these two lines are parallel yet, but if corresponding angles are congruent, then we can conclude that these two lines are parallel. Number 2, again, we don't know whether these two lines are parallel yet, okay? But if a pair of alternate interior angles, number 4 and 6, or 3 and 5, right? If these angles are congruent to each other, then we can conclude that these two lines are parallel. Number 3, just like number 2, we don't know if these two lines are parallel, but if a pair of alternate exterior angles is congruent, angle number 1 and 7, or 2 and 8, if they are congruent to each other, then we can conclude that these two lines are parallel. Number 4, one more time. We don't know if these two lines are parallel. Well, it's not given, okay? But if a pair of consecutive interior angles is a supplementary, then we can conclude that these two lines L and K are parallel. So angle number 3 plus angle number 6, that has to be equal to 180, right? Or angle number 4 plus angle number 5 has to be 180. Then we can conclude that these two lines are parallel. Example 2-1. Find the value of x so that line L is parallel to line K. For these two lines to be parallel, then sum of these two consecutive interior angle has to be 180 degrees, right? So x minus 12 plus 3x plus 4 must be equal to 180 degrees. So x minus 12 plus 3x plus 4 is 180. Like terms, x plus 3x, 4x. 12 minus 12 plus 4, that's minus 8. That is 180. So 4x is equal to plus 8 each side, 188. Right? So x divided by 4 divided by 4 gives us x, right? X is equal to 47. Example 2-2. If two lines L and K are parallel, the question is to find A, B, C, and D. So these two lines are parallel. If two lines are parallel, we know that corresponding angles are congruent. Alternate interior angles are congruent. Alternate exterior angles are congruent. Right? So let's get started. Here we have a 30 degrees here. Angle A is also 30 degrees, right? Because this angle right here, this angle right here, they're vertical angles. So A is 30 degrees. And if we look at A plus B angle, right? Look at this line right here. Parallel line here, transversal here, parallel line here, right? This angle right here, this angle right here, they are congruent, right? Why is that? Because they are alternate interior angles, right? So A plus B must be equal to 75 degrees. And we know that A is 30 degrees. So 30 plus B is 75. So B is what? Minus 30 each side, 45 degrees, right? So that's 30 degrees right here. This is 45 degrees. So far so good? Okay, now look at this transversal right here. Then we have here. Let me draw the line from here to here, here, here. Do you guys see that these two angles are congruent, right? Because they are alternate interior angles, right? Angle B and angle D, right? Angle B is equal to angle D because they are alternate interior angles, right? So B is 45. Then what is D? Angle D is also 45, right? So this is 45. Finally, these two angles are supplementary angles, right? Sum of these two, angle D and angle C, that's 180, right? So angle D plus angle C, that's 180 degrees. And angle D is 45, right? So 45 plus angle C is 180. So subtract 45 each side. So angle C is equal to 135. So C is equal to 135.